this next topic I found watching a YouTube video of a channel reaction channel that I like to watch in my downtime. There's a crazy influencer who genuinely believes that they are the reincarnation of a very infamous man in history named Adolf Hitler.
God, what the? Can we curse?
We're far enough in the video, you can curse.
We're far enough in the. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Seriously, my God, you think you're Hitler incarnate? Touch grass, my guy.
Touch grass. Touch grass. Now, I'll have Derek play this video that we have from a TikTok. Someone basically screen recorded it. This person has been removed off all platforms, so I'll give you guys, the props where I need to. Social media platforms, good job on this one. Probably a safe bet where this person talks about you might think I'm a nutter, you might think I'm crazy, and then they say something along the lines of like, oh, they say that, there's a mark on their face, birthmark or whatever. They say that's where they were shot, like that's where they took their own life in their past life or whatever. That's where they did it. And then they say that they are, you're gonna tell me I'm crazy and to take my medications. Well, I've tried tons of medications. I'm like, well, that makes a lot more sense. We get it now. You're crazy. I know, it's just this individual's name.
I don't want this person taken off social media.
No.
I want this person front and center. I want people. Look at this fucking shit. Do you see this? This is what this identify bullshit gets you.
And it's crazy. So Derek, if you want to pull up that second link with the TikTok link there, and just go ahead and play that video, and let us know when it is done playing, where they explain how in tune they are with their past life and how they have memories.
Alright, It's time to address the nose ring drama. So if you haven't seen my latest video where I made this new nose ring right here, people are essentially calling me every name under the sun because I had the Reichsadler on my jacket. So I need to tell you guys a little something about me. And you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you'd like, any name under the sun. But I'm very in tune with my past and my past lives and lifetimes that I've lived before this one. My last life just so happened to be a very infamous one. Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime. It came to me when I was 5 in my nightmares. You can see right where I shot myself too. That and just so many other things throughout my life have connected me to my past. And you can go say, oh, go get on your meds again, you nutter. I've been on so many meds and none of them have changed what I saw when I was 5.
So that's Felix Cipher, who believes that they are Hitler reincarnated. If we can pull up that last link, that's there, Derek, under the TikTok link, where you can see the photos of this individual. So they joined TikTok in about 2021, and then they got banned the first time in 2023 because they didn't post stuff for a while about it. Apparently their parents have been contacted, and no one put together, like no one in the family kind of knew about it. I don't know, I guess this person doesn't live at home. They've been tried to be admitted to the hospital. They've left comments. I mean, this is the part that infuriated me the most, is that they left a comment on a Holocaust survivor's video. And I don't remember if they have the caption of this. Yeah, saying something like, oh, sorry, or whatever. And then people were saying, like, your cosplay isn't cute, grow up, like, that's not cute, not cool,
wait. Hold on, let me understand this correctly.
You can try.
They apologized? They apologized to the Holocaust survivor page?
Yes.
That's not Hitler.
Well, not like it was more of like a oh, sorry, like, sorry about that kind of thing. I'm trying to see, like,
this person just wants attention. Oh my god, why is this shit on my feed?
And so
I hate algorithms.
This story, I believe, didn't get enough attention because we definitely should be showing people like this. I mean, this is one of those things where we talked earlier about shaming people. This is one of those instances where shame needs to be brought back 120%.
Yeah.
At the very least, get this person help. Get this person in, get them in under a 5150, figure out what the heck is going on with them, treat it, and make it stop. Because this is so delusional. But not only that, how does that... They say in that video, like, when I was 5, I had my first memory of when I offed myself. That's, like, how... It's, like, what kind of
You were
delusional
abused as a child.
Yeah,
That's
either
all
you were abused as a... Either you were abused and it went somehow under the radar, or you've suffered from mental illness your entire life and your parents never noticed, or you never said anything about that. And when I was 5, I mean, I had dreams about, I don't remember, probably weird shit, but like the fact that they took that and then said like, oh, this mark on my head. I was talking to some people about this last night, and I was like telling them, I was like throwing out ideas like, oh, I think this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow when I bring up this one. And this one person's just crying, laughing. He's like, the spot on the head. Like, you knew what I was talking about. He's like, the spot on the head. I was like, the spot on the head. And so we were like, I sent it to the show Pop Culture Crisis, to Brett Dasovic, and was like, here's a good cringe of the day, because they do cringe of the day on that show. I was like, I got a good one if you need one. And he was like, oh, I'm using that tomorrow. Like, immediately using that. I was like, it's just... And then on the show today, Phil Labonte was on and was just absolutely flabbergasted, is the best way to put it. I mean, like, he did not... But kind of like your phase, it was just like a, how does one comprehend? Like, when I said it to you yesterday, and I was like, oh, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, and you went just dead silent. Just dead silent. Because it was just like, what do you say? Right? How do you respond to that? Especially with you...
I'm so fucking tired of this shit. I'm just exhausted with it. I don't want to fucking see it. Don't even treat this person like they're Hitler. They're fucking delusional. That's all I gotta say.
Right. And that's the one part of me that's, a little more compassionate, says, get this person help. This person's severely suffering. This person is in so much distress that they do not know what they're doing. But the other part of me is like, how did it get this bad? How did you allow yourself to cut your hair that way, to then go ahead and get, they made like a little septum piercing that looks like a tiny little mustache, and it's like, how did you go this far into it? Why didn't you think, maybe I should call someone to get help? It's like that movie, and I know that Derek has seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. Guess Who's Back? Where it's a comedy where Hitler all of a sudden comes back to life in modern day, where his bunker used to be, and he's trying to convince people, I'm Hitler, and everyone's like laughing at him, thinking he's like a crazy guy dressing up, and he's like in Berlin, and so they're just making fun of him, like, oh, you're crazy, like, you're not. But you would think, like, in the moment, of course, in that movie, he's supposed to actually be like Hitler coming back to life, and it's like, maybe they saw that movie and just got too many ideas, but like, it's supposed to be satirical, and it's supposed to be making fun of Hitler, which is what it does.
And it's kind of shot in a way like if you've ever seen Borat.
Yeah.
That's the premise of how they shot that movie. So if you
like the mockumentary kind of, where they're like, and I think it's really funny. A lot of Germans found this very funny. A lot of, even the Jewish people found it pretty funny, because it's like, you're making fun of Hitler, right? That's funny. And so when you see stuff like that, that's satirical. That's the one time I would say someone dressing up as Hitler and like running around saying I'm Hitler is funny, because it was for a movie. This person didn't genuinely believe they were Hitler. And I mean, I think it's a hilarious movie. And I definitely recommend it as like a comedy to people. I've seen it quite a few times. I watched it over the pandemic like 3 or 4 times, because it was just really funny. But at the same time, people were saying directly to him, you're crazy. What are you saying? Like, you're insane. And people are saying this, and this person's still defending it, but then they play the whole, I'm a piece of shit, I'm going to kill myself. And it's like, well, no one wants to see you kill yourself. I mean, first of all, if you're really Hitler, you already did it one time. Like, my guy, it didn't work the first time, clearly. So, like, don't do it again, right? Like, it's kind of like, either way, bad idea. I mean, obviously you're a human who is not the reincarnation of Hitler, and you need psychiatric help. At the same time, if you really genuinely believe that, what made you think that if you were to take your own life, you're not just going to come back again in another life? If you believe in reincarnation, wouldn't you want to get help, reform yourself, and get better, so that you stop that, that line there? I mean, there's a reason that the Hitler line ended where it did. There's a reason that members of that family made a pact to never have children despite wanting children, because they did not want that bloodline to continue. there's a reason for that. And this individual is clearly sick and twisted, but it's one of those stories where you think it's fake. You think it's like an Onion or like the Babylon Bee. You're like, oh, okay, an influencer thinks they're Hitler for clout. Then you see it and you're like, wait a damn second here. And you see the picture and you immediately think that person kind of looks like Hitler because of the way that they've like styled their hair and, you know, done the little like septum piercing. Like that would have been my first thought, is like, that crazy leftist looks a little bit like Hitler. That would have been my first thought, is like, gosh, dang, that is weird. But I would never expect that to come out of their mouth. Ever.
Sure.
Which is funny. I had mentioned we should have Jewish History Month. Maybe we should. Because there's people like this. There's Holocaust deniers in the world, which is a whole other topic. Looking at you, Nick Fuentes, we can get. We need a little bit more awareness. I think people are starting to forget and not realize the gravity of the situation. You know, I took a class about, you know, World War II, and I've taken classes where we've talked extensively about what happened in concentration camps. I have spoken to Holocaust survivors.
Right.
My grandpa was in World War II. I know a lot about it. I don't have any, you know, I'm actually kind of ethnically partially German, sorry, but it's okay because we're the good ones. Not this Ubermensch over here, wherever he is, blonde hair, blue eyes. But
Hey.
yeah, like even all of us, like as much as we joke around with each other, we can recognize that like, what? That's not right. That's just messed up. Like, it's like someone walking down, well, maybe, I don't know, walking down modern day, like, Ukraine and being like, I'm Joseph Stalin reincarnated. It's like, what the hell? Like, you killed, like, 2 million people, my guy. Like, I gotta stop saying my guy in, like, these really serious situations. I keep doing it without meaning to, but,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
not
my
like
guy, and then I'm
Ukrainians
like, shoot.
didn't like Joseph Stalin from the Holodomor, or the
Yeah, that's kind of
Jews
weird
didn't
that they
like
didn't like
Hitler
him. He's a nice
from the
guy.
Holocaust. I mean, it's just
It'd be like Kim Jong-un walking down the streets of South Korea, being like, what's up, you guys? How's it going? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what? Why would
I get
you?
it.
Why would and as someone my senior
It-
capstone project was on North Korea, so like I know how bad that stuff is, and it's like,
I mean, he
Yeah.
did
you
make
didn't
it to
want that.
Japan though. He did make it to Japan.
Sure,
He
but
he went to Disney World.
good for him. Well, I guess he only likes Western things when they're good for him and not other people. But I watched a bunch of videos last night too. I couldn't fall asleep. I was watching my cat Mocha. I don't know, some of you guys may have seen her. She got that stupid little tongue sticking out. She's on my social media pages. She got a double ear infection, cut her ear open. It was a whole thing. I had to bring her to the vet this morning. And now she has the cone of shame. So poor thing. But I know, poor girl. She's been sitting in the same spot for 4 hours, just like awake, but just like staring.
Stressed about the damn cone.
She doesn't know what to do. When we first put it on, she was running into walls, and she was like, and it was so sad, but I was laughing at the same time because she's already just a really dumb cat as it is. So, I mean, she's already dumb enough, right? So it's just kind of funny that then she starts running into walls, and I'm like, I mean, you do that even without the cone, so it's even funnier with the cone because like you know the wall is there, and you know you just have to move like an inch the other way, but you don't. You just keep trying to move. So not the brightest bulb in the tree, but you know, what can you do?